Look inside the wondrous AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboy Nation, here are your Dallas Cowboys.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense. And when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Not something you want to see in minute of the game. Now, Prescott. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. Place to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
3rd and short. Prescott. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. And this will be from 42 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Brandon 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Amari DiMarcano to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So the Cardinals come out, and they are led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray. Man, time flies, Greg. The #1 overall pick in 2019. The 7th year for Murray leading the Birds.
Mike, I know we say this a lot, and I know sometimes we can be dramatic with our proclamations, but this really is an important year for Kyler Murray. The former #1 overall pick, he's had some ups and downs, dealt with some injuries. He needs to put it all together and have that breakout season. He needs to quiet all the doubters. They need to continue to build this organization around him because when he's played well, he's been amazing. It's just too inconsistent, and that's exactly what he's been working on, and I think his confidence going into this year puts him in a position to have more success. They've got to find a way to free him up, and whether that's moving him around the formation or using some pre-snap motion to get him better looks, but right now it's been a lot of double coverage, it's been a lot of tight windows, and if they're going to have more success today on the offensive side of the ball, especially in the passing game, this offensive play caller needs to be more creative freeing him up. There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Here we go. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. A pickup of 15 in the air. It's an Arizona 1st down.
Cardinals 1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Cardinals.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Murray. That's to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Cowboys offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. Run with it himself.
Offside. Defense. Still 1st down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Now Prescott. Well, left side, caught by Ferguson. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
It's a gain of 18.
Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
First and 10.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
Williams gets it on the drop. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
They face second down and 7. Operating the gun. This one caught at the 4. And the Cowboys are looking at a first and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
That's another.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Prescott now. That one taken in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now. Good point. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys are out to a 10-0 lead.
Cowboys 10. Cardinals nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. To return is Greg Dortch. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready for their second possession. They'll do so with first and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now a second down throw from Murray. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Dante Fowler gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that second down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. They put Wilson in motion. Now Murray on third and long. And that is incomplete.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's third and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on fourth down. So I don't love third and short, bomb, punt. I do love third and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on fourth down.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's down. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Akeem Davis Gaither there to make the stop. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Back to throw is Prescott. That's into the hands of Lamb. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
So after being unable to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down, now they have a decision to make. And Mike, I think we're seeing this play out all across the league. When you cross midfield, you really enter 4-down territory. And I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the field position, maintain possession, and see if you can get a fresh set of downs. Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
It is 3rd and long. Dak to throw. Got a man, and that's Tolbert. And they're going to be set up right around the a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone.
It is brought in the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Cardinals nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable, it's DeMercado. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cards offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Murray now to throw on first down. He'll step up and run. Murray, the former baseball player, knows how to slide, and he does it here after picking up the first down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
So we are through one on Monday Night Primetime. 17-0, the early score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football as they've got it with first and 10. On the ground, DeMercado. And to pick up 3 or maybe 4. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's Harrison. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
2nd down, they need 3. Now DeMarcado. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
Another Cardinals first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Now a screen set up for Carter. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Murray. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is. And he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
Ryland's kick is good, and the Cardinals are finally on the board. It's 17-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is Prescott. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And When you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
This one is complete inbounds, but not a whole lot out of it. He just gets back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he will be out of bounds, but you saw that penalty flag come in. Looked like the defender got a head start.
That penalty is declined.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. Cardinals say they have it, and they do.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is first and 10. It'll get forward to about the 42. Jack Sanborn on the stop.
42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And the Cardinals
20-yard pickup there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Cardinal first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Gun, here's a run up the gut. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Now it's Murray. He takes off. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
It's a gain of 16.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up first and goal.
DeMercado. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he's in. Amari DiMercado. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cardinals are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
The tackle by Zaven Collins. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. The shotgun snap for Prescott. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Prescott on 1st down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. It's 2nd down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. That's going to be incomplete. coverage, very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
And 10 yards.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Prescott from the gun on third down. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. That is a gain of 15 halfway there as he's down at the 15.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If that was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Mac Wilson on the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 14-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium. After this, it is second and 9. Now Prescott. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Dortch now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Cardinals offense and running back Amari DiMercato set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Murray. Off he goes. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Throwing Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones.
Murray's pass complete to Zay Jones. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Murray looking to throw. He's going to run it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
Now Murray on first down. It's complete there to Harrison. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
11 on the play. First down, Arizona.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He keeps it himself. Cards going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Murray. A throw on the move is caught. And he's into the end zone. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Now Ryland for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Cardinals 17. Ryland.
7 seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half.
Brandon
3 points,
Aubrey,
all
the
that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This returnable, it's DeMercado. Now an opening past the 30. The Cardinals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Begins with a run.
DeMercado, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Murray. He's going to keep it himself. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Going right, it's taken in, and that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier.
That is hot. What a throw. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Extra point now by Riley. It's up and through. And the Cardinals have taken a 4-point advantage.
Cowboys 20.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Prescott now. And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
That's out wide to Williams. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
To the air again, Prescott. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And good work defensively to slow him up before he could get free. He's ushered out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack, but there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and put him down for a loss.
And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. A gain there of 20. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
10 yards to go.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he'll take this one in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it, and the Cowboys go up by 3. It's 27-24.
Cardinals 24.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable, it's DeMercado. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. This pass is caught by Greg Dortch. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Murray. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Drive begins with a run by Williams. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Adrian Taylor Demerson on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Cowboys.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
He'll step up and run this. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. On the play fake, Dak. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
12 yards.
It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Dallas first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays.
And he will score! Dak Prescott, touchdown Cowboys! Well, they were not hiding anything there. The quarterback takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for the touchdown.
And this was a run from the jump, Mike. There was no disguising anything. There was 10 guys blocking and 1 guy running. And in this case, it's the quarterback taking it in for 6.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys will extend this third quarter lead.
Cowboys 34, Cardinals 24.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable, it's DeMarcano. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Cards offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And he's had it going in the first half. really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. To Devian Clowney there in run support.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Murray to throw. Back left side, that's the tight end, McBride. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. It's an Arizona 1st down.
46-yard line.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass,
he's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
it's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. The throw is Murray. Over the middle, it's Harrison. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
They get
yards.
16 on that connection. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
Gain of 23 more yards. That's another Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Cardinal first down.
They put Wilson in motion. Throwing now, Murray on first down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And it'll bring up second down. Here's the toss as they look to run. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
Murray now. Will set up the screen to DeMercado. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. It's second down.
At the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. From the 35, here's second down and 7. Fourth quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
37-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. Shotgun snap for Prescott. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
So he isn't able to move the chains, but I think this is still a great example to just point out that certain guys on the field earn the trust of their quarterback. And he wasn't even necessarily open, Mike, but he's still, hey, it's third down. Give one of my best players an opportunity to go up and compete for the ball. And he's going to continue to get more of these 50-50 opportunities when he keeps coming down.
The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Murray. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Cardinals lining up for punt. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Now a A fair catch called for and taken right at the midfield stripe. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On the tight end streak. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll try to sneak it here, and it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
1st down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. That's caught by Tolbert, right side. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down. Cowboys.
That's another Cowboys.
Anybody who thought this coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
1st down, it is Williams. He's able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not the second. He's taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Big Dalvin Tomlinson gets him for a loss of 4, and that'll set up 3rd down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Dak facing 3rd and long. And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. Run with it himself.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
2nd down, they need 7. They run over center with Williams. And he nearly barely got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Brings up third down.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker, it is first and goal.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
27.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable, it's DeMarcado. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. They go play action now. Murray.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Now, Murray on the bootleg. Jadavian Clowney getting in for the sack. And now it's going to be third and a mile.
And it's really been their inability of the offensive line to keep the quarterback upright. And it's a big reason why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Murray. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Pistol now for Prescott. Short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Now a toss to the left side. It's Williams. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Dortch now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. On 1st down, it's Murray. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Murray. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And it just continues to be a recurring problem. I mean, even the balls he's been able to get out of his hand have come from a cloudy pocket. And listen, I know he's a guy that can make some plays when he's on the move, but at some point, you have to be able to be in rhythm and deliver the ball on time.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz scheme, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Murray will throw. Pushed out to his left. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay they're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. On the option, here's Williams. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
First down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
6-yard line.
Second and goal. So it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.